Hello, everyone. Thank you to anyone who's watching this video. I know it's been a while since we've posted a video, but for those who have followed us on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel, you would already know that we like to post informational videos, different tips and tricks videos that can help those who are looking for a job and help those who are looking to hire great candidates. So in the past, we've posted videos talking about, different interview skills and what you can do to best prepare for an interview, as well as what to do to build up your resume and how to really make yourself shine when you're going to an interview. These are some really common things that a lot of job seekers need some help with. And so for us, we just want to make sure that we're providing great information along the way to make sure that you, great candidates, can get hired. But today I want to focus a little bit more on employers. And I want to talk, well, we're going to focus on both the job seeker and employers, but I want to start off by talking about employers. Because it's becoming difficult for employers to find great candidates. And I want to talk about why traditional job boards don't work. So traditional job boards, what do I mean by that? Well, if you've ever gone online and posted your job as an employer on a free site, you would know that free doesn't necessarily always mean free. Sometimes employers post roles and they see high volumes of numbers of applications come through from candidates who aren't even in the same area, let alone maybe even in the same country. So sure, you can post your jobs on traditional sites for free, but free doesn't mean free when it's wasting your time. Which is why with Swob, we really wanted to build something that would address the pain points that were identified to us and really build out solutions to make sure that employers who are hiring can do so in an effective manner and make sure that great candidates have an opportunity to get to work. So prior to launching, we spent a lot of time meeting with employers like McDonald's Canada as well as Recipe Unlimited to really understand the pain points that they experience when they're hiring. And we were surprised to learn that a lot of these employers are struggling to find top young talent. And now with businesses especially starting to reopen, it's more important than ever that employers are able to find all of the staff that they need in a fast, efficient, and cost-effective manner. So all of the features that make Swob unique were actually developed from having conversations with employers. So I want to give you an example. A franchisee of Tim Hortons who has a location in Toronto mentioned that when he was posting his roles on another free traditional job board, he was getting applicants from Vancouver, which was a complete waste of time. Because I'm pretty sure nobody is flying in from Vancouver to Toronto to work part-time at Tim Hortons. Maybe, but I doubt it in this case. And when we heard that, we thought, well, how can that be? Because if this is something that he's experiencing, other employers must be dealing with this issue as well, and believe it, they are. And that's when we developed a feature called Maximum Applicant Distance, which essentially means the employer can select how far they want candidates applying from, whether it's 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, whatever it might be, ensuring that employer that they're getting local applicants. So here's just an example of where we heard a problem and we developed a solution. Many of these other job boards aren't meeting these needs, and they're really just wasting the employer's time. These employers are getting tons of candidates that are applying, and a lot of them aren't even in the country. And so what good is that? It's not doing the employer any favor at all. And it's just costing them their own time and energy to go through these candidates. And so, even for job seekers, traditional job boards don't work. In a fast-changing world where people are constantly on the go and live on their smartphones, job seekers don't want to use outdated methods. Neither do employers. They want to use things that are relevant and current and are right available at their fingertips, which Swob is. And so it's funny. There's a stat here. According to workitdaily.com, job boards, traditional job boards, have a 2 to 4% effectiveness rate, which is crazy to think. So it's just showing that a lot of people who are applying to roles on traditional job boards, and I'm not going to name any, but I think you would know who, they're not helping out. They're making it harder for the employer to hire, and they're making it more and more difficult for the job seeker to find roles. And that's why with Swob, we really wanted to ensure that we were taking in as much feedback as possible on both sides to make it easy for everyone. Our ultimate goal with Swob was to make sure that job seekers and employers are being able to connect in a quick way where there's really no friction. And I just find that stat crazy, that traditional job boards have a 2 to 4% effective rate. And I mean, how can that be? And I think the real problem is that traditional job boards don't provide really much data regarding how many people are getting hired or how many applications a person has to send before, you know, being invited for an interview and different things like that. I just think that a lot of people are being overlooked and really no feedback is ever given. So it's just, you know, somebody's applying to a role and they never hear back. And whether it's because the traditional job sites aren't meeting the needs of the employer, I don't know, but I just find that to be crazy, which is why, again, you know, with Swob, we wanted to make it super easy and super effective and right at your fingertips. So it's just, you know, seamless. You're able to see the jobs in your area and apply. And that's another big thing that I want to talk about is many job seekers who are using our platform mention that when going on other job sites, they would put in the location for where they're looking for jobs. So for example, they would include Toronto, and the first jobs that would appear were in Whitby. And a lot of people felt frustrated because they're thinking, I'm not looking for jobs in Whitby. I want to see roles in Toronto. So again, it just goes to show that traditional job boards are dated and they're a waste of time for both employers and job seekers. So if you're an employer and you want to post your role for free, you can do so on those traditional sites. But again, it's going to be a waste of your time more often than not. And again, with the job seekers, if you're looking for new and innovative solutions, check out Swob. Swob is free to download in the App Store and Google Play. You simply create a quick profile, attach your resume, and put in your postal code, and it'll show you jobs in your area. And once you've completed your profile and completed that step, you're going to start looking for jobs. And it's just done with a simple swipe. If you don't want to apply to a role, swipe left on it. If you do, swipe right. That's it. And for employers, many of the features that were built for the employers were developed based on employer feedback. So a lot of the employer feedback that we have has allowed us to create something that has been award-winning and something that we know is effective. We've had employers hire candidates in less time than a week when they're using Swob, whereas going on other job boards where it takes months. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will leave the link to Swob in the description below. So if you're an employer and you want to check it out, link is in the description. And I will also leave our Linktree link, which has both the links to the App Store and Google Play if you're interested in downloading Swob. Thank you and stay safe.